being a Shaw Cross boy. Well, I was going to say he might be a Dewsbury fan, but he's probably Leeds Rhinos, isn't he?
No, he has played for Dewsbury, did the boy.
Well, I'm sure he's on the side of Leeds in this inter-Pennine battle, cross-county match.
Yeah, he's a good Yorkshire lad, that's for sure.
On the line, wait. Go,
Opening moments of this second half, and Wigan in possession. Cherry and Whites with that 2-point advantage, and the ball came out illegally, according to Richard Silverwood, so they get the first penalty of the second half.
Well, I was just about to say that Brian McDermott, you didn't have to be too intelligent to understand what he would have been saying to the Leeds Rhinos players, is that cut out all the errors, trying to offload in heavy traffic. It's amazing. You know, Ryan Hall could have had 4 tries, and they're still behind on the scoreboard. And they could rue the fact that they have not taken those chances.
We're going to see Huddersfield tomorrow night again. Wigan have suffered their only defeat of the season to the Huddersfield Giants, but they have won their last 3 after losing to them in their only defeat so far, and they've kept clean sheets, Wigan, twice in the first 6 rounds. They haven't kept it clean tonight, and Tony Smith's keeping his opposition pointless at Salford. 28-0, Warrington Wolves ahead. Brian Smith, of course, being discussed, I was going to say tipped, but everybody's being tipped at the moment as a possible Salford coach. But Brian Smith is one of the latest names in the frame. Let's go down to Rod Stubb.
Well, first of all, the Pat Richards mystery, Eddie. The story doing the rounds in the tunnel area is that he may have a slight tweak of his groin, and that's why he's not kicking, and Matty Smith is deputising. And the message from both camps pretty similar, really. They know in these conditions, in what's going to be a low-scoring game, territory is going to be key. So both talking about the kicking game in terms of Matty Smith and Blake Green for the Wigan Warriors, and for Kevin Sinfield for the Leeds Rhinos. It really is a question of getting down in the opposition's danger zone, red zone, forcing the error and putting points on the board. I don't think it's going to be a 32-30 game here tonight, Eddie.
No, it doesn't look like it, Rod. It'll be something for you to discuss as the king of the back chat with the Crown Prince sitting next to me. Super League back chat Tuesday 10 o'clock, Sky Sports 2 HD. I've no doubt about that. Oh, and that's just bouncing a touch and goal.
Just made it, and as Rod Studd has already mentioned, that he's going to be a key figure, isn't he, Kevin Sinfield, in this second half with the kicking game. But Wigan will be very, very pleased that they absorbed all that pressure early part of this game.
wait. Go 1, 2, move, hold, wait. Go.
Wigan
2,
playing the ball in midway inside their own half.
3, move. On that.
Logan Tompkins
Go
in at dummy
5.
half. Big brother Sam, of course, missing tonight. Oh, a pass to nobody. And Joe Moon has it back for Leeds Rhinos. Now this is a chance. They've got Wigan suddenly on the back foot. They're retreating after that missed pass. Can the Rhinos capitalise? Burrow, 20 metres away, finds Sinfield. Here's Ian Kirk. Legs driving.
They've got to get it out of the head, the Rhinos, to score on every play. Just come down there, just apply a little bit of the tourniquet. Oh, nearly through.
Very nearly through, Danny Maguire. Wigan scrambling back in defence. Here's Burrow. Fires the pass to Sinfield. Sinfield, short ball to Lulawai. They just about did enough. They're appealing for a high shot, not coming. And Sinfield switches the direction, goes high looking for Hall. Dropped, it could be a try for Moon.
I think it will be. It was knocked backwards. He's going upstairs. Not surprisingly, Richard Silverwood wants the experienced video referee Ian Smith.
Checking the challenge and the grounding, he says.
Well, the look onside from that angle. It was a neat switch, wasn't it, by the skipper? You could see all the red and whites on this left-hand side as we look at it. Beautifully weighted kick. And he's lost it. That's try time. They've got to see, was he taken out?
And then is the ball correctly grounded? I think it looks like a legitimate challenge. 2 wingers trying to catch the ball in the air. Chandler loses the possession.
It's off his knee, Phil.
But when it comes to Moon, Steve-O, does Moon correctly ground the ball?
Yes.
That looks like confirmation.
No problem with that at all. And it all came about from that error. We talked about it, didn't we, in the latter part of the first half. It was Charnley, and I don't think that he was being taken out because Ryan Hall had gone past him. So therefore he couldn't be accused of getting in the way, in the sight of the ball. And I think that Ian Smith will give the nod. This will be TRY.
You played on the wing, Brian. How do you read that?
I think it's a try. I don't have a problem with the interaction between Ryan Hall and Josh Charnley. I think that happens.
I think they're looking for
They're looking to try
the pull on the arm of Ryan Hall here.
that's-
This is the contentious moment, but he's already lost it by then.
That's okay. Play on from there. If he grounds the ball, there's nothing wrong with that challenge. To me, that's a try and a legitimate try.
I'm with you, Brian. It should be given, and I think it will be, because when Ryan Hall was pulling on Josh Charnley, the ball had already left his hands.
If you
There
really
it is.
want to look closely and look at every little bit of contact, you will be able to disallow tries. I don't have a problem with that. I think the two players are challenging.
I don't think you can look at it again. You have to make a decision now.
Well, he's had 2 minutes plus.
He's got to give it.
I think he'll give it, Steve, and I think there's a couple of contributors to this try that we'll have a little discussion afterwards. He's not ultra sure here.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
All it is downward pressure with the fingers, and that's sufficient. Ian Smith, surely it's TRY.
It is, after all that. I mean, I'm all for getting it absolutely bob on and right, but that seemed to take an eternity. Anyway, he got it right, and Leeds won't be complaining now.
Well, we've got the technology, and we often complain that they don't go upstairs to use the technology. But yes, it did take a while, but they've got it right, and I suppose that's the most important factor.
Massive kick coming up for Kevin Sinfield here. This for 3,500 career points. Another milestone for the Crown Prince of Headingley.
And you want to have a look at the contribution of Danny Maguire in this try. He was standing offside. Kevin Sinfield, first of all, looked to his right. That took Pat Richards out of the game. He then switched to the left, put a kick in that Josh Charnley wasn't able to take, and that Joel Moore was ultimately able to ground. But Danny Maguire was standing in an offside position when Kevin Sinfield put that kick in. He had the presence of mind to step back and not get involved, not get within the 10, and make sure that try wasn't chalked off. So very smart play without the ball in his hands by Danny Maguire.
And I think a few critical voices of the amount of time taken by Ian Smith. But to be fair to him, I suppose, if you think about it, there was so much to look at there. Onside, offside, the challenge in the air, the pull on the arm, and then the grounding. So,
well, he's got the right
he's
decision.
got the right decision, and that's all that matters, Brian.
Absolutely, and it's back on now. We have a game.
We do, because Leeds are ahead by 12 points to 8. And Wigan are at them.
And isn't it amazing, Eddie? They've got to a situation where it was Leeds that were making all the errors, and then all of a sudden Wigan threw out a shocking pass, and they paid the price.
Now Sinfield's inside the 40, well inside the 40, didn't get the angle quite right. Richards picks it up on the fly, runs at Ablett. Must say, if he does have a slight groin strain that Rod was talking about at half time, making a good fist of it tonight is Pat Richards. He's not kicking, that's for sure. Not kicking at goal anyway. Matty Smith hasn't missed one yet. Here's O'Loughlin. There is Matty Smith. That's great defence from Carl Ablett. Gets a huge pat on the back from Brett Delaney. Liam Farrell. Logan Tompkins. Blake Green high off the right boot.
Oh, this is a dodgy one.
He's lost that as Ryan Hall. In fact, he didn't touch it according to Richard Silverwood, so Watkins can run the ball forward.
Oh, that wasn't the best, was it? But was it taken out? It appeared that Matty Smith certainly made contact with him.
Matty Smith had a look at him and then turned his shoulder and he took him out as well.
Such an important set now for the home side. And this guy will just calm things down. You won't see him trying to offload.
Logan Tompkins all round Rob Burrow. High off the boot of Sinfield. Now then Charlie's under this. Takes
Great
it well.
take. Yeah, great take.
Under pressure as well.
And good composure as well from the centre, Joel Moon. Could have given away a silly penalty there, just advancing forward. Didn't. Sure that the winger took it cleanly. Ooh, what a great hit there by Luluwai.
Yes, tremendous tackle.
How quickly did he move up there? He caught the Wigan player as soon as he got possession. They've shifted it wide here, but both the defensive line speed, how quickly you run up to try and tackle them, and quicker than we've typically seen so far this season. This is intense.
Yes, it is, and first blood to Leeds in this second half. Green now punches the ball down the middle, picked up by Ryan Hall. Big and strong is Ryan Hall.
And he uses his weight as well, so good. Good play the ball.
Burrow picked up.
Been Burrow.
Picked up and pushed back. Luluwai. Sinfield waits. Rob Burrow,
You won't often see that, Eddie.
he's brave as a lion.
He might be one of the smallest in Super League, but you will not see that happen to him often. He's quite strong, deceptively strong for a man of his size.
Sinfield to Maguire. Peacock, that's good defence from O'Loughlin. Bit of help from McIlaurin as well. On the last, they're on halfway. The boot from Sinfield.
That was good pressure applied to Sinfield. That's why it wasn't a great kick. Trundled back by the fullback tonight, Pat Richards.
And he ran straight at Rob Burrow, who stood his ground and is in there in the tackle, bringing the Wigan fullback to earth. This is Thornley now.
Well, it took a while in that first half for Wigan to slowly but surely work their way back into the game. They've got to do exactly the same thing. They're capable of it. The youngsters have really stood up tonight.
Matty Smith's gone for territory in the corner, and the ball will skip its way, touch and goal. Restart on the 20.
You know, we're almost 50 minutes into this game, and we're going to have had so few opportunities to attack close to the Leeds try line. The Rhinos really have started to control things better, and the scoreboard's now closer to what the stats would indicate. A 4 or 5 point lead here for Leeds is about what the situation you'd expect with the metres that have been made by the Rhinos and the extra missed tackles that we're going to come up with, surprisingly.
Well, it's all about teamwork now, isn't it? Helping out your friends, rolling up the sleeves, and this guy knows only too well how important that is.
Yes, Jamie Peacock gets to his feet 40 metres from his own line. Burrow is there, gives it to Sinfield. Here's a break by Ian Kirk. He's got Maguire.
Oh, he should have passed. What on earth was he thinking of? He was underneath the sticks, and I cannot believe. All he had to do was just draw the man offload. He tried to step and then pass. Well, that could come back and haunt them.
Great break.
Yeah, give it to him. Oh, dearie me.
Well, that might have been the moment the game changed.
Well, it's a great let-off for Wigan, and they know it.
Richards, it's opened up suddenly for Richards. And then he got it away to Jack Hughes, and he just fell over the top of Sinfield and Richards on the deck. Liam Farrell, here's Blake Green. Pops it up once again. It's driven forward there by Scott Taylor. McIlaurin and O'Loughlin delays the pass, and it went over the shoulder of Ben Flower.
Not the best offload, to be fair. I've never ever been keen on that. Don't look at the man offload when your eyes aren't going the right way.
Well, it sometimes comes off for them, Steve. If I'm looking at this game now, and if I was a Wigan Warriors fan or the Wigan Warriors coaching staff, I'd begin to get a little bit worried. Ian Kirk has blown an opportunity, you're right on that occasion, 2 balls in his hand, the ball in 2 hands I should say, and it would have been an easy 2-on-1 for Danny Maguire. However, I think that Leeds Rhinos are starting to break through this Wigan defence, getting quick play of the balls. Wigan will need to do something soon to get back into it. I think the Leeds Rhinos have got a try coming up.
Yeah, they've got the tails up, and was that high on Peacock? He's asking the question. Richard Silverwood says no, and Jamie Peacock says, look, I'm pretty tall, and they still got me. Maguire
Yeah, but there are ways of asking the question. And Peacock, yeah, it was high, no doubt about it. Flower certainly made contact.
There he is again, Jamie Peacock, this time perfectly legal, and down he goes. Burrow is waiting. Sinfield, oh, well, he slipped there and just lost the ball forward, and this is going to be brought back for the original offence, knock on, and the turnover.
Yeah, it's a new rule.
I wonder what happened here. He just seemed to lose his footing, didn't he? Completely. It hit him in the face.
Well, it's as though his leg collapses.
Okay, mate, let's go.
Well, we saw in his interview last week on Super League Superstars with Barry, Kevin Sinfield is the consummate professional. He will not have liked that little moment of embarrassment. But his feet just went from under him.
Yeah, it won't be on his highlight DVD, that's for sure.
It's that sort of night, isn't it? It's been a bit greasy all day with the rain falling.
Now that's a good,
Matty Smith.
That's a good move by Sean Wayne, the coach. You saw there, Sean O'Loughlin is going to start taking control here. I said before the game that he needed to take control, be first receiver. He normally just gives a lot of his energy away with doing the defensive work. He now needs to score, and there he is again.
Yes, O'Loughlin spins out of the tackle of Moore, gives it to Farrell. Farrell just bumps Sinfield away, gets away from Moore again, looks for support. Here it is. It's now with Matty Smith. They go wide, they have a man on the overlap. Goulding couldn't get the ball out to Charnley. Burrow is hanging on to his ankles. Referee says this is the last. It's a kick from Smith crossfield. Claimed in goal by Joe Vickery.
Well, a bit silly there by Pat Richards. Would have been penalised. It was taken clean by the winger Vickery. Didn't have to touch him.
Well, the temperature is rising on a chilly night in West Yorkshire. 12-8 Leeds, 54.5 minutes gone. Here comes Ablett, gets a great ball away to Moore. He's got Burrow, and Burrow takes it and loses it.
It wasn't the best pass, he had to reach back for it. How many times do Leeds want to just throw this game away?
Ryan Hall's 4 possibilities in the first half and 2 in the opening quarter of an hour of the second.
I still think Josh Charnley needs some credit here. A lot of teams, when the line is broken, don't really run back as fast as they can. Look at Charnley. He's out of the blocks and as quick as he can, and now Wigan down the left side.
Yes, here comes the counter-attack. Gets the ball inside, and it is Farrell. Farrell was fed by Fornelli, and a great tackle in defence by Callum Watkins.
Wonderful support though by Farrell. He's having an outstanding game.
It's a knock-on, says the referee.
Can't believe that. The Wigan fans, and look at the face of Sean Wayne. All that effort by this fella. Farrell, great support play. Oh, dearie me.
Well, where is the knock-on? We didn't see one there. Was it in the slide? Is it here where he maybe loses the ball, Liam Farrell?
Well, it's got to be, but it wasn't at the... Oh, just lost it for a moment. I suppose that's sufficient. Just loses it there.
Just pops out.
Phil was exactly right to credit Josh Charnley. Had anything good come for Sean Wayne's side in that play by Liam Farrell, had they scored, it would be down to Josh Charnley not giving up on that break. Now you're right, Steve-O, that they've blown a chance from Rob Burrow, but it was only blown because of Josh Charnley's extra effort to come back and disrupt Rob Burrow in his attempt to score a try. Well done to the Wigan winger.
Well, it's end to end at the moment.
Certainly is, and my mind goes back to the World Cup Challenge, remember? It was Rob Burrow that dropped that ball, but on that occasion it was a poor pass, and that is a silly penalty to give away.
It is. Don Crosby will get nothing from his coach for that.
They'd done all the hard work. He didn't have to stay down, but was he being pulled? Has the referee been caught? He may think so. While Sinfield just boots it 30 metres downfield. Was it pulled out by Watkins? It's tough.
Frustration.
To be a coach, yeah.
Sinfield wasn't watching that. Good job Jamie Jones-Buchanan was, and he gets it away to Maguire. And Wigan scrambling in defence to keep the champions out here. Here comes Burrow, yet to score this year. Rob Burrow had a few chances in the games we've seen at least. And he is again a dummy half. Gives it to Peacock. Peacock back it comes untidily to Jamie Jones once more. Through black green. Brilliant try. Brilliant try from Jamie Jones-Buchanan. He was not going to be stopped. And Blake Green was simply bumped aside. And that could be a decisive swing in tonight's match. Jamie Jones-Buchanan with the try.
It's been brewing, Steve-O, hasn't it? That's been coming.
It's amazing that it came about from a very poor offload by Peacock, and Wigan were just caught standing still. It's a shocker, and yet he probably won't admit it, but I reckon that Jamie Jones-Buchanan was having a little bit of a rest back there, and it just bounced, and he said, I knew what I was doing. Big shoulders too.
Yes, he got a couple of tries in the 36-24 win against Wigan here way back in 2004. And is that the decisive moment of this match as a little bit of daylight goes between the two teams? Sinfield here now from bang in front. He will add the extras. And it's 18 points to 8. It's a 10-point ball game.
Well, every side likes to pride himself on defence, and Blake Green doesn't miss that many tackles, but he misses a bad one here. You know, so a couple of Warriors made more tackles than Green tonight, and maybe fatigue starting to set in as we hit the hour mark, because that's just a lazy arm that Jones-Buchanan pushes aside for a happy 4-point try.
It's amazing, isn't it? Sometimes when you found loitering at the back, it was a shocking pass from Peacock. Oh, they've got away with it again. Well, it's been riddled with errors. It's been very tense, exciting stuff.
This is not beyond them, Steve-O. 20 minutes to go. Field position that Wigan could possibly restrict Leeds to in this set. You would say that 10 points is well within their capabilities. But I just fear that Leeds are starting to get their nose to the line. Oh, this will help. This could be it.
He just stepped over the ball, is what Richard Silverwood says, at the play the ball. Just while there's this little break in play, have another look at it here. And it's not like Jamie Peacock to do that. Just a mention, if I can, about Graham Murray, the two players who have been involved in that last try for Leeds, Jones-Buchanan and Sinfield, brought into and given so much confidence by Graham Murray. Our thoughts with him in Australia, because apparently he's not too well just at the moment. And I know these pictures go to Australia, and if he's watching at all, if he's able to watch, we wish him well. Graham Murray, he's pretty ill at the moment. We're all hoping and praying. Matty Smith, meanwhile, for Wigan. Here is Sean O'Loughlin. McIlaurin gives the ball. Oof, that was a big hit. That was a big hit by Richard Moore.
Was it ever? And he felt it as well.
He did. Greg Burke, the youngster. O'Loughlin, good hands. Blake Green. It's Farrell. Wide they come to Thornley. The great escape. The great escape for Wigan could be on. All that pressure came about as a result of the penalty given away for Jamie Peacock not playing the ball correctly. You could penalise that 200 times in a match that Richard Silverwood has here.
Well, he never really made an attempt at it, and that's probably why it irritated the official, Richard Silverwood. But take nothing away from this pass from that man, Liam Farrell. He has been outstanding, both in attack and defence. Everywhere, man, this fella shoves himself out into a centre position. Well finished there by Thornley. Game on.
Very much so. 7th appearance in a row. He only played 5 times last year, Ian Thornley, and he got 5 tries. He didn't play in any of the playoff series last year. And Ian Thornley has just scored a vitally important try in this match. Now then, it's not Pat Richards. He's tight to the sideline, look. He's tight to the sideline for this conversion. And Matty Smith to try and knock over the goal and maintain this 100% record. This is a big kick. 18-12, this to get them back again to within 4. Hang on, he's not kicking badly. Back within 4 points.
Well, where you have the ball is very important in this sport, and it's taken an hour for Wigan to start to set a possession so close to the Leeds line. They've been pretty disciplined until the penalty was given away, and it took 6 players in the end to get over for the try, but the 6th player came up with 6 points here for Wigan, and it's reignited their interest and enthusiasm.
But isn't it amazing? It was Peacock's poor pass that created the opportunity for Jamie Jones-Buchanan, and I do agree with Eddie at times. Was it pedantic by Richard Silverwood? How many times do we see that throughout the season? But mate, it was so obvious the official had no option.
Well, we see them plenty of times, Steve. On that try, John Wells will break it down at the end of the game, but keep an eye on what Danny Maguire decided to do. He looked up, and because of the good work that Wigan have done inside of him, running decoys, he's found himself with a lot of attackers in front of him. He's made the decision to come in. He was outnumbered. Wigan good enough to get the ball to the winger to score.
Well, it's Greg Burke now that's come up with the error. He just lost control of it.
Yeah, and the referee's right there.
He didn't get himself up to a standing position.
Well, he
you
just
can
lost
see,
the ball, didn't he?
You know, the stats are pretty even, both sides be relatively pleased, but Leeds just slightly ahead with the main ones, and obviously still ahead on the scoreboard.
And Wigan with a big job to do again defensively here.
And also make sure that their composure is good. No high tackle. Don't give away the penalty, because Leeds surely would go for the 2 points.
I bet